Welcome one and all to sunny Pennsylvania here at the tricky Nazareth Raceway for round number 4 of the 2020 ISCRO Junior Series. I am Rocket Knight, here to bring you live flag-to-flag coverage of every Junior Series race here on ISCRO Central. Today, as I mentioned, we are at Nazareth, the Nazareth Raceway here, first Junior Series race here. The Pro Series ran here last season with a pretty exciting race. This is a very unique track. It's technically D-shaped, but its corners are, but it has a unique shape, and it's almost a flat track. It has very small, very slight banking. It certainly makes for a major challenge on the schedule, and it's certainly going to test these young drivers. Well, we're now in round 4 of 12. We were a fourth of the way through last time. We'll be a third of the way through after this race, and the championship is starting to take form. There's no clear favorite yet, but we are starting to see some major contenders like Haley Takoto, Emily Alamund, Colton Treslin, Austin Rogers, and Brandon Barnes. Then you have drivers like Alex Gray, Mitchell Carter, Nonagon Scott, Brandon Morris, Ryan Reed, and Tristan Faulkner, who could all pop their heads in at any point. I mean, of course, it's still early, and these points are tight. So really, any one of these 25 drivers could still poke their head into the battle before this is over. And nobody's pulled away yet. It's been a very competitive season so far, and that's great. That's great to see. But however, I'll say we could see a favorite appear today, as that previously mentioned second in points, Emily Alamund, is starting on pole. She's been. This young driver has been incredibly impressive in her first few races, especially and she's looking like a terrifying force on the short tracks, that's for sure, considering her arguably dominant win in Thompson, and now she's on the pole on her second short track race, and man, she doesn't have any give. She's a very aggressive driver, and that certainly helps on tracks like these, where track position is a premium and you fight for every bit of real estate you can get. Alamund knows where to place her car, and she'll do it without hesitation. It's worked like a treat. This is a very impressive young driver, and certainly proved it last week at Chicagoland, because it was her first real challenge, didn't qualify that well, but still managed to work her way into the top 10. If this race goes how she hopes it does, we could see a title favorite. On her outside is Dale Cole Jr., who's had a complete opposite story. He comes into this race last in points. He's only scored 5 points on the year. Qualifying's not been his problem. He's actually qualified very well almost every week, but he has yet to finish inside the top 20. Some of it's his fault, some of it's not, but the point is it's not gone to plan. He certainly could use a great run today in car number 3. Row 2 has Ryan Reed, who could be a contender. He's either finished really. In 2 of the 3 races, he's finished really well, but then he crashed out in Thompson. The 17 does seem pretty quick on a good day. Brett Moma on his outside, and Moma hasn't really looked himself so far. The first 2 races, he had bad luck, but Chicagoland, he wasn't really looking himself. This 47 team try and get their season on track here. They do have time, but they need to get something going, because don't forget, it is early, but it is also a short season. Because we are about to be a third of the way through. So they do need to find some momentum and fast if they want to be in the championship picture. Brandon Barnes is on the inside of row 3. He definitely could be one of the favorites. Gatineau didn't go well, but he's picked up 2 top 5 finishes since then, and he's in a great position here as well, starting on that inside there in row 3. Mitchell Carter is on his outside, and Carter could be a title dark horse. He's been one of the top drivers in the rookie class so far, alongside Alamund and Reed, and he could have something big to show today. Meanwhile, Roush Racing Development sweeps row 4 with Brandon Morris, last week's winner, finally broke through, and Tristan Faulkner on his outside, who had an opposite story in Chicagoland. Still struggling on the big tracks, however, now we're going to the type of track where he excels, so watch out for this 26. Round your top 10 here in row number 5 is Anthony Moore, try and get try and get a season going, and Axel Paulin, who may finally have a positive swing of momentum on his side as he finished top 10 last week. Paulin's really fast on a good day, so keep an eye on that 6. Engines have fired. The rest of the starting order will go up on your screen now. We do have some heavy hitters starting in the back. Alex Gray, Dave Whitefield, Hans Fischer. Or most notably, you can see the 01 rolling away at the very rear of the field. Austin Rogers had engine trouble on his qualifying run and came away in last. However, he's been very fast. Possible title contender there in that 01 car, so I expect him to charge for the field. Same for AJ Canton and Whitefield and Gray. Those guys are very good on these short tracks. Haley Takoto qualifying in the midfield. On the inside though, of course, she's your point leader. We'll be keeping tabs on her for most of this race. We're at time to go racing for 45 laps on this tricky, challenging circuit. It's going to be a test for these drivers' skills. Going to shine today, but chaos could as well. Expect some close quarters action as Emily Alamund and Dale Cole Jr. roll on into the restart zone, waiting for that green flag to drop. And there it is. We're rocking in Nazareth. Looks like Cole spun the tires on the start. Alamund gets away in the lead. It's going to be Ryan Reed moving to second. Meanwhile, Brandon Barnes looking to make it 3 wide for that third spot. It's going to be tight. Alamund slips up. Heavy contact for the lead. Ryan Reed not holding back at all. And Barnes, he may force it. Oh, that's going to be tight. Wow, they are leaning on each other. That really could have been a wreck. It's very impressive. They worked it out. It's going to be Brandon Barnes leading lap 1. Brandon Morris is going to be in second. The Brandon and Brandon show here early on. And you see, it's very tough. It's very tough to run a good line here. You can definitely expect drivers to make mistakes running it wide there in turn number 1. That's definitely a major trouble spot. You can really dive it into this turn here, as Brett Moma just did. He moves into P2. He's got some good pace early on here. And Morris scrapes the wall. Not what he wanted. Meanwhile, his teammate Tristan Faulkner, after starting on the outside, is already making up ground. Takoto on the way up is going to be forced into the middle by Colton Treslin, who is also a title contender. Ooh, shoving Takoto up the racetrack! That could have been trouble. Cole just forced it there too. Absolutely no holding back. But we've kept it clean so far. Very impressive. Axel Paulin, though, in the back. Barnes makes a mistake, walks up the racetrack. That's going to allow Brett Moma to move into the lead of the race, and I'm sure that team's going to be breathing a sigh of relief. It's quite maybe the Brett Moma we expect is back. Oh, wow, Reed. Woo, boy. Reed is just going crazy right now. I can't believe they haven't. I said we're going to get close quarters action, and that is exactly what's happening. I can't believe we haven't wrecked yet. Though I say, if they're racing like that, it's basically a ticking time bomb. It's only a matter of time before we get a huge crash. And Haley Takoto dropping back now. So, same for Brandon Morris. They're not having a good time of things, though Takoto get back on the inside. It's definitely worth noting, inside is the way to go. This is a bottom feeder. You can't run the high side. And I think it shows Amphi Moore gets up on the marbles, eats the wall, and he is going to slip back. But meanwhile, it is Brett Moma holding station at the front of the field, and this is exactly what that 47 team needed. Because Moma so far has been in a bit of a sophomore slump. He's really needed a good run to get momentum on his side, and hey, a win would do just that. That's for sure. Brandon Barnes, just try and get points. Make sure that he can stay in the championship battle. And he's doing just that. But how about AJ Canton? Rolled off 23rd, and he's already in the top 5. I think he just took 4th away from Alex Gray. Canton is a short track. Canton's good on these short tracks. I mean, he had speed in Thompson, but got involved in a wreck. And it seems like he's continuing that. Oh, Reed's aggression there. Ryan Reed's been very aggressive so far today, and it looks like that time he pushed a little too hard and walked it up into the wall. Morris making it free wide, trying to get back up front. Leon Nolan into Fisher sideways, saves the car. Wow, look how tight this is. I can't believe I feel like I'm jinxing it here by saying this, but like I seriously can't believe they haven't wrecked. Reed's in the wall again. Lots of handling issues on that 17, it looks like. Oh man, that's definitely worrying for that team. Oh, VOA shoving Morris up the racetrack there. Where's those two involved in something at Thompson? I don't remember. I think they might have been. Wonder if that was payback. Probably should be paying more attention to the front. But, not really much going on at the very front of the field. It's basically, like, MoMA and Barnes basically pulled away. These two seem to be the class of the field right now. Oh, for sure, MoMA's the fastest lap. He's got a very good car today. Faulkner holding his own P3, just trying to bounce back from his poor day in Chicagoland. Like to show that he's still a title contender. Gray's looking good. And Canton's still running top 5. It's Marcel Page in 6th. P7, P8. It's a battle between Treslin and Eric Reese, who hasn't done so well. And your point leader, Haley Takoto, in the top 10. Very quiet so far. Here's the battle for 10th. This is, it's currently Dale Cole Jr. I see 3 wide back there. That's Mitchell Carter making contact with his teammate, Sakamoto. And this is looking very tight. Austin Rogers. Like, that's a gaggle of dodges right there, because it's got Austin Rogers up there, too. Ooh, VOA. Losing the back end. Brandon Morris, Dave Whitefield, Anthony Moore, they're having issues right now. Cody Goforth at the back of the field. Axel Paulin is way at the back. I don't know what's going on there. Does he have an issue? Oh, he does. Oh, he does have an issue. Yeah, apparently something's wrong with the fuel system on the 6 car. And that's why he's been lagging behind, and that is a tough break. Paulin's just had no luck so far this season. Oh, Alaman's, I didn't catch her. Alaman's completely slipped out of the back. Huh, well, this looks like this race may be a bit of a reality check. 45, not that quick today. Bit of a shame, honestly. Definitely think some of these guys back here are hoping for a caution. Try, hopefully bunch things up again. Because there is a big gap to the front. It's like Dakota's catching the cars, starting to catch cars forward. Actually, this top 10 is looking at starting to condense a little bit. From third on back, because MoMA and Barnes are still pulling away. Just those two have some fantastic cars right now, and they're showing everyone why they're the class of the field. Brett's definitely looking like his brother today, that's for sure. Oh, Reese, he really got the wall there. Just allow Treslin to go by. Marcel Page is riding the 41 there. Backs it off a little bit, doesn't want to cause a wreck. Page has been... We haven't really talked about Marcel Page much this season. He's not been bad. He's just been very quiet so far in that 36. No amazing runs to speak of, but nothing terrible either. He's just kind of been getting just very average mid-pack results. That is a 3 wide for 22nd. What are you guys doing? Whitefield's leaning on his teammate for 22nd. That's not good. Don't think those two are going to get along very well. Ooh, Reed is roughing up another car. He's being very aggressive today. It looks like Brandon Morris is going to be P14 right now. I think he was probably hoping for a little better. He wants to get in this championship race. But he needs a little more. Oh, Rogers hooks the Mazda! And that's Francois Chastain at a wall, and Nagan Scott with nowhere to go. Hard hit. And that is going to be the caution. We saw that one live. And that is what these guys needed. They needed the pack to get condensed. Give it another shot. Jensen Nolan, heavy damage on that 54. I'm pretty sure the whole front end got ripped off to 63. But Francois Chastain, oh, that's for the last thing he needed. Oh, wow. Yeah, we're gonna need to take a look at that one. Rogers, it definitely looked like Rogers hooked the 7 and turned him around. So, I'm surprised we stayed clean for this long, but yeah, first caution of the day is out, and it's a doozy. Well, here's a look. Gonna watch that 0-1 there of Austin Rogers. Let's see what he does. Look, Chastain walks up the track a little bit, and then right here, Rogers just kind of sends it there. Kind of wish you get a better angle. He looks like he kind of sends it. Chastain gets sent hard into the guardrail. That's a hard hit. Then he goes up the track. And Nagon Scott, I mean, the right side's blocked because Dave Whitefield's there. He has nowhere to go and just slams into the 7. Oh. And then Nolan gets involved as well. Good reaction by Hans Fischer here. Gets that car slowed down, misses without incident. Axel Paulin just kind of flew through without. He's kind of flew through. Oh my god, he didn't break at all. That's dangerous. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a driver's side impact for Chastain, and Chastain's had a horrible start to the season. He is currently 23rd in the points coming in. He hasn't had any good races to speak of. Mazda Speed Mazda's not been too happy with how his season started, and this one's not his fault, but it's just going to further compound his issues this season. I want to get a look. I want to get a look at this. Oh, no. Oh, that wasn't a direct driver's side hit, but it was a driver's side. It was more kind of aimed at the quarter panel, but Nagon Scott just... Oh, Scott did not slow down at all. That was clumsy. They did not use the brakes at all. Just plowed in at 140 miles an hour. Wow. Yeah, that's a massive hit. Yeah. Hope those two are okay. That was big. We'll be going back to race stand lap number 23 of 45. At that, right at the halfway point. And we did get some word about Nagon Scott and Francois Chastain. They got their cars for a little help. They're being taken to the infield care center for further evaluation. I hope they're okay. They definitely it did sound like Chastain was shaken up after that crash. So definitely in particular, I hope he's okay because he took 2 nasty hits. Brett Moma is going to be, meanwhile, Brett Moma will lead us back to the green. It's Brandon Barnes in 2nd, Alex Gray 3rd, AJ Cannon 4th, Tristan Faulkner in 5th. We got Reese, Page, Treslin, Takoto, and Cole. However, it's still anyone's game, except for the bottom 3, Nolan, Chastain, and Scott, who are out. Axel Paulin came down pit road under the caution to try and fix that fuel system. We'll see how he does. Meanwhile, as we get back to the restart zone, we are racing once again here in Nazareth. Brandon Barnes did not get a good start. That's going to allow Alex Gray to immediately make the move. We'll see if he can hold it on the inside here. No, he walks up the racetrack. Oh, I think Canton might force this. Oh, he doesn't. He backs out of it, just going to stay behind the 43. I reined it in a little bit. Nice job there. Oh, now he's going to force it free wide. That's going to hurt Barnes a little bit. Canton, meanwhile, is going to be able to make the move for 2nd. Faulkner did not get a good restart either. He's on the outside. But AJ Canton, who has struggled miserably for his... Oh, that's free wide. Hold on. Oh, the Barnes did a Nissan sandwich. He's got that one under control. But AJ Canton... Ooh, Barnes is dropping now. Oh, don't do the thing again, man. Don't do it again. Looks like Takoto hasn't had a good start either. Brandon Morris making 3 wide for his teammate and Mitchell Carter. I don't feel like she should be going 3 wide of Ryan Reed, to be honest. That doesn't seem like a very smart call. But Barnes, yeah, Barnes is struggling on this restart. He completely botched it. Now it looks like his rhythm's broken. Oh, trouble! Trouble! Cole into 41! They all save it! But that's going to be even more positions lost for Barnes. He still has not found the inside line, and he's not going to be happy. That's for sure. Brandon Barnes still making a habit of struggling the second half of races. While he's back on the inside now, going to try and get back up there, but I think his hopes of winning the race, barring some cautions, is probably done and dusted. So, like, possibly the same for Faulkner. So, what I was going to try to say, AJ Canton caught up to the 47, and this guy has struggled so far in his young career. He had a pretty terrible rookie season in the Junior Series. Got signed to Honda this year. Oh, trouble! God, I am never be able to talk about Canton, but that was Carla Violet who just slammed into the guardrail, and that looked like another hard hit. Caution is back out. So yeah, Canton got signed to Honda this year. It's not had a very good start to the season at all. I believe he's 23rd in the points. But Honda said they were playing the long game of Canton. They see potential in him, and he's a very young driver, only 17 years of age, and he may finally be showing some of that potential. He's had very good speed on the short tracks this year. He just needs to just unlike Thompson, he needs to make it to the end of the race. Hey, this time he can be rewarded handsomely for it, because it looks like things could fall his way. He could win this race. But, however, it would definitely be really tough, because he has to dislodge that 47 that has been leading ever since they went to the point. That car has been perfect today. But without further ado, let's take a look at what happened there. Another hard hit today here in Nazareth. Alright, let's see what happens here. And, looks like it... Oh, okay. It looks like Violet slipped up in the Treslin. Yeah, they hooked together, sweep across Faulkner's bumper, and she goes headlong into the guardrail. And that was a pretty big impact. A little over 100 miles an hour. They destroyed the car. Well, I mean, luckily, Junior Series cars are designed to take front-end impacts very well. And... yeah, that was a hard one, but luckily, as far as we're aware, Violet did get out of the car under her own power, so it's not going to be the same concern right now that we have Chastain. It's but another tough break for a driver who has had a lot of bad luck in her Junior Series career. 15 laps to go from Nazareth. We'll be going back to green on lap 32 with 14 to go, and Brett Moma still holding point at the front of the field. It's going to be very tough for anybody to dislodge his 47 from the lead. But AJ Canton, P2, looks to be up to the challenge, maybe. Same for Alex Gray in the 43. These three have been some of the best guys in the field today. So we can definitely see something there. Marcel Page, his best run of the season so far, in 4th. Eric Reese in 5th. Colton Treslin, another good showing in 6th. Tristan Faulkner in 7th. Did not have a good restart last time. Gonna try and make up for it. Points here to Koto in 8th. And Barnes had a horrible restart. He's down to P9. Needs a good one to make up for it here. Ryan Reed, Brandon Morris, P10 and 11. They've been very aggressive today. They'll make some news for sure. Pace car coming in. Honestly, with how they've been racing, I'm not sure this is the last restart. Definitely going to see some aggression for sure. The closer and closer we get to the end of the race. Green back out. Canton did not get a great jump. Brett Moma has been doing great on these restarts, that's for sure. At least on the jumps. He's going to run it a little wide this time, and Alex Gray jumps on Canton for second. Oh, that could be free wide. Oh, and Canton doesn't back out this time. It is free wide, but Gray has the jump he needs, and it's going to 43 to the front. Contact for the lead. And Page shoves Canton up the racetrack, and that was almost disaster. But it's Alex Gray to the lead of the race here. Wow, that was crazy. You know, Takoto forces it in, and Barnes and Faulkner both going to be on the back foot on yet another restart. Reed slams into the 87. That could have been trouble. And oh, that I thought that was Cody Goforth. Goforth's up here, but no, that's Axel Paulin. It looks like they got the fuel system fixed. Because that car is on the pace now, and he's fighting to get into the top 10. What a comeback for this 6 team. Good show of perseverance by the Frenchman. Barnes is back on the inside, but Faulkner, this race could be a frustration for him. Same for Brett Moma, who was on track to winning. And it's not gone his way. But at the front of the field, it is Nissan running first and second. Nissan's definitely been very successful so far in ISCRO. I mean, don't forget, they finished 1-2 on debut in the PLS. Just, like, that was an outstanding effort for the new manufacturer. And they could be looking at their first win in the Junior Series, but not if Marcel Page has something to say about it. Holy crap. Aggression doesn't even begin to describe what we just saw there. He pretty much just body checked the 99. Faulkner's making 3 wide. I think you can tell he's getting frustrated and impatient. And unfortunately for AJ Canton, a bad restart may be his undoing as he's now slipped way back. Hans Fischer, after being nowhere all day, is working his way up. But Faulkner playing it aggressive, just trying to catch that lead group, but he might not have a chance. That 26 might be out of it. Like this could be just another disappointment for Tristan Faulkner. It's not like could have been a great day, but it's just not meant to be. But at the front, Alex Gray is pulling a gap, trying to get a second win. Brandon Barnes, though, he did exactly what he needed to do on the restart. He is back in the top 5 and is currently making a move on Haley Takoto, who we didn't talk about in that restart, but Takoto had a fantastic restart. However, that's going to change. She's sliding up the track, and we got Brett Moma. Watch him. He's going to definitely be very aggressive. He is on the move. Got less than 10 to go, but I don't know if anybody has time. Like, these guys might need a caution unless somebody really starts flying or Gray makes a mistake. Because he has got a gap, and he's pulling. He's looking fantastic right now. Like, he's fantastic. Things are looking great. Things are looking great for car number 43. Barnes going for second. Makes the move on Page. And now he needs to catch the 43. Brett Moma's going to be back at a P3 here. Don't think Page is able to do much about that. That car's been hooked all day. 6 laps to go. It's going to be 5. We're about 5 to go. We're hitting that point. It's crunch time. And we'll see if anybody has anything for that car. Oh, trouble! Big wreck in the back. Multiple cars involved. And I'm not sure what that means for this race. We could be going to a green-white checkered, folks. Because that caution just came out coming to 5 to go. I don't know if we're restarting under regulation. We could be. That may have just changed it. That just changed everything. Either way, Alex Gray was home free, but now he's going to have to survive one more restart. Oh, that is not what he wanted to see. That's exactly what Barnes and Moma wanted. Especially, and Marcel Page, who has been a monster on these restarts. Like, I'm watching that 36. He's been terrifying. Oh no, you've got to be kidding me! No way. You have got to be kidding. Wheel axle. Problem for the 43. Second time in... This is the second time in 2 races that Gray has had a problem with the wheel axle from the lead, under caution. I have no words. absolutely heartbreaking. Oh, the win was in his grasp. And that is that. We'll see if he's gonna pull it in the garage or not. But first, we're gonna see if we're gonna be able to go green again under regulation. Power first. We need to see what happened because there was multiple cars involved. Nobody out of the race, I don't think, but yeah, multi-car wreck there that turned this race on its head. Well, here's a look. You see, AJ Can's been slipping back. I think the handling went away on that car. And see, he slides up the racetrack here. It's going to be free, like Cole and Moore already racing. And Moore slips up the racetrack into his teammate, down into Cole, and triggers a multi-car accident here. And just to add to the heartbreak, there. Oh no, I thought it was Paulin. I thought Paulin got involved after his work, but no, Paulin's good. That was his teammate Goforth that got involved. I got a piece of that. Wow. And then I just see whatever that was. Mitchell Carter, not paying attention, just kind of plows into the 6 up the racetrack. Now, I think Paulin may have brake checked too. And wow, I can't believe Carter saved that. He's not had a good day though. But yeah, that was absolute heartbreak for AJ Canton, who one restart ago was looking like he could have won this race. And that's just another one of those major hard luck drivers here in the ISCRO Junior Series. All right. We're coming to take 2 to go here. We're gonna watch. You see, Alex Gray is back on the racetrack. They did not throw in the towel, but we're gonna see across the line if the pace car's lights are still on. This is going to be the deciding factor right here. They are off. We are going to have a 1-lap dash to decide this race. And Brandon Barnes, after Gray's wheel axle failure, is in position to potentially score his first Junior Series win. Behind him, it's Brett Moma in the 47, Marcel Page is 3rd, Hilly Dakota 4th, Ryan Reed 5th, Eric Reese 6th, Hans Fischer in 7th, Tristan Faulkner in 8th, Colton Tresla in 9th, and Brandon Morris rounded your top 10. Gray has one lap to make up some spots. He's not screwed, but considering how crazy the restarts of Nazareth have been, I am afraid to see what we're going to see here, especially when that 36, who has been a monster in these restarts, is starting in 3rd. That's a 16-year-old who's staring the possibility of his first career win right in the face. Page is going to do something crazy. But the pace car's in for the final time. Brandon Barnes leads us down. Can he get a good restart? No, he can't. Spun the tires. Brett Moma is right behind him. It's going to be the green and white wave at the same time. And Barnes, oh, he's going to leave it open. He's left it open. Brett Moma goes down low. And he's got it. Barnes just choked this win away. And Page will go by 2. And Brett Moma rounds the final corner. And he's back. Brett Moma wins it in Nazareth. Barnes is going to be kicking himself. I really don't have anything else to say. He just threw it away. He had an awful restart. He had been struggling with restarts all day, and it's what cost him. But Brett Moma is going to be doing some celebrating. After the horrible start to the season he's had, this is exactly what he and Pontiac needed. Pontiac is back on top today with a fantastic win for car number 47. So as Brett Moma brings it down to the front stretch, congratulations to him on the win today. It's a fantastic drive from start to finish, and I'm sure he and that team are thrilled to finally get their season on track. Especially Chevron has just been struggling as a whole. Marcel Page, another second place finish on a short track, just like in Juarez, and it was another fantastic drive. I'm sure he's going to get his first win soon. Brandon Barnes, like I said earlier, he's going to be kicking himself for that restart. He's been struggling with the restarts all day, and Well, I mean, third will still be good for him in the championship, but it's probably still not what he wanted. Haley Takoto, meanwhile, I think fourth is exactly what she wanted. A great performance coming in clutch, and she'll probably extend her point lead. Ryan Reed gets a second straight top 5 finish, a impressive performance for the 17. Eric Reese finishes in 6th, a good finish for him. Hans Fischer, first top 10 of the year, might finally be starting to get his season on track. Tristan Faulkner, he'll be moving up in the standings, but I think he's a little disappointed with P8. Brandon Morris comes home P9. I think he was also looking for a little more. And Colton Treslin didn't really make a ton of noise today, comes home with a top 10. Austin Rogers came home 15th, unofficially 15th. He's still under investigation. Canton 16th, Alaman 17th, Anthony Moore 18th down there. And Alex Gray, disappointing P21. And Noma getting a little too into it seems. Just crashed in front of the car. Don't worry, he'll buff out. Well, that's funny. But that is it for today here in Nazareth. What a thriller of a race. Just ton of some big drama, and I definitely think the championship's starting to take form, as Takoto it definitely has really put her name in the door as a potential championship favorite, just keeping up her form of another fantastic run. Like, we'll be watching that 67 all year long, I think. But that is the last race for now in the US. Next time we race, it's going to be in Europe. We'll be heading to France at the Paris Autodrome for another Speedway race, round number 5 of the season. Thank you all for watching. I have been Rocket Knight, and this has been a production of ISCRO Central. I am signing off, and I will see y'all next time.